Hey YouTube, what's going on? I am the number Zer0 and I'm here to bring you a hybrid skill build for the assassin class in Borderlands 2. This build is mainly going to focus on melee, so for the most part we're going to be in the Bloodshed and Cunning trees with a little bit in sniping. Alright, so to start off, we have to pick up Deception. This is our action skill, and without it we can't put points into anything else. Next, we're going to head into the Bloodshed tree and put 10 out of 5, and the reason we can do this is because the Legendary Hunter class mod, which goes to 5 extra points. So we're going to do 10 out of 5 in Iron Hand, and 10 out of 5 in Killing Blow. Iron Hand gives us extra melee damage and maximum health. Killing Blow will give us extra melee damage against enemies with low health. So, as you can see, we're going to be wanting to put points into skills that give us melee damage. Afterwards, we're going to go into Grim over Be Like Water, because although Be Like Water gives us melee damage, it's not really great with this build. This is more important because it'll give us some shield regen, which is always good, and it'll increase our action skill cooldown rate, which is great, which means we could be Deception more often, getting more kills. After that, we're going to get into Follow Through. Follow Through is another kill skill, but this one gives us melee damage, movement speed, and gun damage, but we're mainly here for the melee damage and movement speed. Again, more melee damage, the better. Afterwards, we're going to get into Execute. Execute will let us dash toward our enemies when we melee instead of just having to run up to them. Now we're going to skip over Resurgence because with the Law and Order combo, this is where our healing is going to come from. We're not really going to need this. After that we're going to get Like the Wind, which goes great with Execute because Like the Wind gives us increased melee damage when we're moving, and with Execute we're always going to be moving when we melee. Finally, we're going to get Many Must Fall. Many Must Fall is a skill that lets us kill someone, become invisible again, throw out a hologram, and have another chance to kill an enemy. Now we're done with the Bloodshed tree, we're going to head into the Cunning skill tree. In the Cunning skill tree, we're going to start to pick up Counter Strike. After getting hit, our next melee attack has a chance to deal massive melee damage. That's another 500% plus melee damage we're probably going to get after getting hit. So now we're going to put 1 point into Fast Hands just for the weapon swap speed, so we can swap out between our Rapier and our Law, just in case we need to. Afterwards, we're going to get into Ambush. It increases damage when attacking from behind, or when attacking an enemy who's targeting someone other than you. So you throw your hologram, your enemies are going to be attacking that. That means we get another 20% damage because they're attacking the hologram. Now if you're playing in multiplayer, if they're attacking your teammates, same thing, another 20% damage. Finally, we're going to get Death Mark, Rising Shot, and Unforeseen. Unforeseen basically makes our holographic decoy a bomb. When we become visible again, it's going to explode, causing shock damage to nearby enemies. Death Mark, we melee someone and they'll be marked. After they're marked, they're going to take 20% damage from all sources. So when we use our kunai from Death Blossom, they're going to be marked. And then our melee damage will do an extra 20%. Now we're going to get Rising Shot. After each successful ranged or melee attack, we get a damage bonus. And now we're here because of the 9% bonus per stack. Now we're putting 3 points into Innervate just because of the health regen and movement speed. Movement speed is going to let us get to our enemies closer so we don't waste our Deception time, and the health regen is always nice. We're going to skip over Two Fang because we're not going to be shooting, and that's not going to be as important. We're going to finish off the Cunning skill tree with Death Blossom. We're going to be able to throw kunai, and every time we throw kunai, it's going to explode into a random elemental type. It could slag, it could corrode, or it could be fire, or explosive. Now, slag is super important in Ultimate Valhalla mode. It'll let us do extra damage to anyone who's slagged. Now, with that, mixed with Many Must Fall is going to be a great combo to kill anyone and everyone in the area. Finally, we're going to put some points into Headshot. Any points we have left, we're going to go into Headshot. And although the name implies a critical hit damage with headshots, it's actually all critical hit damage. So we can critical hit with melee, which is why we're getting it. We get a crit with our melee damage, with people who are already slagged. It's going to be amazing. Alright, now let's check out some items. I'm going to be using the classic Law and Order combo. With the Law, 100% extra melee damage. With Order, when we have Law equipped, every melee damage we do also heals us. So this is going to be our healing. This is why we skipped Resurgence. Now, if we need extra damage without healing, we have our Captain Blade's Rapier. it does a 200% extra melee damage, which you can easily switch out to Law, especially because we have fast hands. Thirdly, we're going to have our slow hand, or any Miss Moxie weapon works here, because if you really, and sometimes you are going to need to shoot, and when you need some health from far away, a Moxie weapon is always great for it. Mine is specifically Slag, but again, any elemental type is really going to be a benefit. Now I have the Tunguska, mainly because you're going to want something that if you do go down, you need something to get back up quickly. And this will allow me to shoot off a couple times, and I'm back out of fight for your life. Shield, we already talked about it. It's our order shield. It'll give us roid damage, plus the heal with Law. Our grenade, right now I'm using the Kiss of Death, mainly because I can spam this, and I know I'm going to get health back. I throw this into a room full of guys, they're going to get burned, and I'm going to heal for it. So, again, health is awesome. Now, for our relic, it's going to be Might of the Seraphs. It's going to be, I feel like it's the best one because it gives us cooldown rate and extra melee damage. Again, with the melee damage, it's great for Zer0. It's super important for this kind of build. Finally, I've talked about it before, this is the Legendary Hunter class mod. It'll give us cooldown rate by 39%, critical hit damage by 33%, and faster reload speed. Plus, it'll give us +5 in all of these skills, which is why you saw the blue outline and the +10s in some of them. And every time we use Deception, we get 10% of our health back. So with that, we're going to have a pretty strong melee build. And I know some of you are going to ask, what about the Love Thumper? It is a great melee roid shield, but we're not going to get the health back that we would from the Law and Order combo. It's always a safe combo. With the Law and Order combo, you're basically becoming a tank. So now, I have some guys lined up here that we should be able to take out. And I'll try to go down at least once just to show you the power, what I mean by the Tunguska. So here we go. Alright, so we're going to get some guys out here. We're going to send out our decoy, toss our kunai, and melee. I took out 2 guys there, and that guy was behind the wall. So now I'm going to go down, but you're going to see damage of this. Okay, so I'm down. Boom, I'm already up. Go into my Law. Whoop, my bad. Go into my Law. Toss out kunai. Boom, health back. As you can see, it's a fairly strong build. It'll give us health back. It's great because we could always get back up. See, let's switch out to our rapier. Oh, he jumped away. And boom. So anyway, stay tuned because I will be back and I'll try to head out with some more videos, with some more builds for other classes. I'll try to get a sniper build going. I'll try to get some builds for Ultimate Hunter mode with 2 skill trees on each class. Anyway, remember to subscribe if you do want to see those videos, and thanks for watching.